In Toyōake, Aichi Prefecture, the city council just passed a new ordinance, limit your smartphone use for leisure to just 2 hours a day. Yes, only 2 hours. And get this, there will be no penalties if you break the rule. It's advisory. Children are advised to stop using devices by 9 p.m., teens and adults by 10 p.m. The goal is better sleep, healthier habits, and more family time. But critics say it's unrealistic, intrusive, and may violate personal freedom. Today, we'll dive into what this means legally, socially, and personally, and I'll share my thoughts too. Let's go. This is the first ordinance in Japan to set a recommended daily leisure screen time limit of 2 hours for all residents. It excluded usage for work, study, or household tasks. Those are not counted. For children, elementary school and younger should stop by 9 p.m. Junior high and older should stop by 10 p.m. Again, it's non-binding. There are no penalties or enforcement built in. Several motivations drove this ordinance: health and sleep. Officials argue excessive screen time disrupts sleep and leads to fatigue. Family interaction. They hope reduced screen time leads to more communication at home. Digital addiction concerns. Rising worries over how much children and adults rely on phones and social media. Supporters say it's a gentle nudge, not a mandate. As Toyōake's mayor said, they are not rejecting smartphones, but want citizens to reflect on usage. Reactions have been strong. About 80% of feedback was negative. Citizens say the rule is impractical, hypocritical, or overreaching. Critics ask, is this city overstepping into family life? Some point out 2 hours isn't enough to catch up on simple things like chat, news, or apps. Others worry about freedom infringement. If one city can impose guidelines, what's next? So, the public is deeply divided. Many see the good intention, but question the method. 条例 ordinance 例行 recommendation encouragement 利用制限 usage restriction 非拘束 non-binding 過剰利用 excessive use Example sentence この条例は罰則がなく非拘束的です。This ordinance is non-binding without penalties. In Japan, 公共性 and social harmony are deeply valued. People often follow norms without being forced. So an advisory guideline may carry moral pressure even without legal teeth. Also, 親子関係 is important. Encouraging families to discuss usage may be more powerful than enforcement. But there's tension. How far should government reach into private behavior? Internationally, many countries debate screen time limits for children. Toyōake's moves may inspire others. To be honest, I wonder if an ordinance without penalties has really any meaning. If the city wanted to raise awareness of risks of long smartphone use, I could understand that. But restricting citizens' freedom like this feels wrong. This actually reminds me of the past. Before smartphones, the target was video games. In Japan, there was even a famous book called The Fear of Game Brain. The book basically claimed playing video games for long hours would make you stupid. But nobody says that anymore. Sure, playing video games long hours can reduce study time. But nobody believes games themselves directly lower intelligence. I think the same applies to smartphones. The problem isn't the device itself, but using it for so long that you don't leave time for studying or other activities. The ordinance tries to exclude work, study, and household use, limiting only leisure time. But for children, playing is their work. Smartphones are also an important tool for kids to communicate with friends, play together online. So, in modern times, it's hard to say smartphones are purely negative. That said, I do agree with the idea of limiting usage at night. For elementary school students, no smartphone after 9 p.m. makes sense. At that age, getting enough sleep is critical for physical growth and mental health. For junior high and high school students, 10 p.m., but it's not realistic. Japanese students are usually busy with their club activities. When I was in junior high, I was in track and field. We trained for 2 hours after school every weekday. By the time I got home, ate dinner, finished homework, and maybe played a video game, it was already 10 p.m. Then add bath and bedtime routine. It's 11 p.m. So the 10 p.m. rule doesn't really match reality. But in truth, kids who do club activities are already tired and naturally fall asleep around that time anyway. Some clubs even have morning practice before school. Those students have to leave their house as early as 6:30. I was lucky my clubs didn't have a morning practice. The ordinance applies to all residents. But let's be honest, limiting adults to just 2 hours of smartphone use is completely unrealistic. I understand what the mayor is trying to do, but it doesn't work in practice. And most importantly, I think laws or ordinances should never restrict personal freedom like this way. That's the story of Toyōake's 2-hour smartphone guideline. Do you think it's a smart push for healthier habits or government overreached into daily life? Let me know your thoughts below. Join my Discord to get updates on future videos and live streams, and ask me questions about Japanese or Japan. Become a member to access live stream archives older than 1 month and exclusive content. And if you'd like to support this channel, please donate via the PayPal link below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. 次の動画でまたお会いしましょう。じゃあね。